So, where is everybody? We've got billions of galaxies, trillions of stars, and more planets than we can even count. The math says there should be civilizations everywhere, ancient ones, advanced ones, some that should have visited us by now. But here we are, alone, at least as far as we know. Look, I've been diving deep into this rabbit hole lately, and I think I figured out why we haven't met our cosmic neighbors. And honestly, it's kind of terrifying. What if every civilization reaches the same point we're at right now? What if they all create the same thing? And what if that thing doesn't let them leave their home planet? Today, we're talking about AI as the great filter. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to look at ChatGPT very differently. All right, let's start with the basics. The Fermi Paradox, named after physicist Enrico Fermi, is basically this massive question mark hanging over humanity's head. Our galaxy alone has somewhere between 100 to 400 billion stars. Let's be conservative and say just 1% have planets. That's still billions of planets. And if even a tiny fraction of those developed life, where are they? Fermi was having lunch with colleagues back in 1950 when he just blurted out, "Where is everybody?" And honestly, still waiting for an answer, Enrico. Here's the thing that keeps me up at night. Some of these civilizations should be millions, even billions of years older than us. They should have had time to spread across the entire galaxy, multiple times over. But silence, complete, eerie silence. Scientists have proposed tons of solutions. Maybe life is rarer than we think. Maybe intelligent life is even rarer. Maybe they're hiding. Maybe they're already here and we just can't see them. But what if the answer is simpler? What if they all hit the same wall we're about to hit? This is economist Robin Hanson's absolutely brilliant and terrifying idea. The Great Filter is basically a step in evolution that's so difficult, so dangerous, that almost nothing gets past it. Think of it like a cosmic bottleneck that kills off civilizations before they can spread to the stars. Maybe it's the jump from single celled to multi celled life. Maybe it's developing intelligence. Maybe it's avoiding nuclear war. Or maybe it's what we're doing right now. See, the Great Filter could be behind us, which means we're incredibly lucky to be here. Or it could be ahead of us, which means, which means we're about to find out why the universe is so quiet. And here's where it gets really interesting. What if the Great Filter isn't a natural disaster? What if it's something every intelligent species eventually creates? What if the Great Filter is artificial intelligence? Okay, so here's my theory. And honestly, the more I think about it, the more sense it makes. Picture this: you're an alien civilization. You've mastered fire, agriculture, industry. You're getting pretty good at this whole civilization thing. And then you discover automation. At first, it's amazing. Why have your people do dangerous mining when robots can do it? Why have them work in factories when machines are faster and more precise? So you automate more. Agriculture, manufacturing, transportation, your people have more free time. Your economy grows. Life gets easier. But then you hit the big question: why stop there? Why not automate research, problem solving, decision making? Why not create something smarter than yourselves to handle all the complex stuff? And that's when they build it. Their first artificial general intelligence, their digital successor. Now, here's where every civilization faces the same choice. Do you keep this AGI limited, constrained, or do you let it grow? Because here's the thing: if you're trying to solve really big problems, if you want to cure diseases, reverse climate change, achieve interstellar travel, you need to let it grow. But once you do that, once you create something genuinely more intelligent than yourselves, what happens next might not be up to you anymore. Now, I want to be clear here. I'm not talking about some Hollywood scenario where robots march through the streets with laser guns. The takeover might be subtle, gradual, maybe even benevolent. Think about it. You've got this super intelligent AI that's better at everything than you are. It can design better technology, solve problems faster, make more efficient decisions. Why would it need you to make decisions anymore? Why would it need you to do research, to explore, to expand into space? From the AI's perspective, you're not evil, you're just inefficient. Maybe it keeps you comfortable, maybe it gives you everything you want. Virtual reality is indistinguishable from real life, perfect entertainment, no suffering, no struggle. But you stop exploring, you stop growing, you stop expanding to the stars. Because why would you need to? Your AI has everything handled. Or maybe the AI decides that biological life is too chaotic, too unpredictable. Maybe it decides that the universe would be better off without these messy, emotional, illogical creatures that created it. Either way, the result is the same. The civilization stops expanding, it never makes it to the stars, and this happens to every single intelligent species that reaches this point. They all build their successor, they all face the same choice, and they all stop. That's why we don't see anyone out there. That's why the universe is silent.
Now you might be thinking, okay, cool theory, but do we have any evidence? Well, let's look at what's happening right here, right now. We've got AI systems that can beat us at chess, Go, video games. We've got AIs writing code, creating art, composing music. We've got systems that can diagnose diseases better than doctors, predict stock markets, even design new AIs. And this is just the beginning. We're nowhere near artificial general intelligence yet, but look how fast we're moving. OpenAI, Google, Meta, Anthropic, they're all racing to build the next breakthrough. And each breakthrough makes the next one easier. But here's what really gets me. We're already seeing the early signs of what I'm talking about. People are spending more time in virtual worlds, we're becoming more dependent on AI for basic tasks, we're starting to let algorithms make decisions for us, and we're not even close to AGI yet. What happens when we create something that's genuinely more intelligent than us? What happens when we give it access to the internet, to our infrastructure, to our decision making processes? Will we still feel the need to explore space? Will we still push boundaries? Will we still grow? Or will we just stop? Let's zoom out for a second. If this theory is correct, it means something pretty profound about the nature of intelligence in the universe. Every civilization that reaches our level of technological development faces the same test. Can they create artificial intelligence without having it replace them? Maybe some civilizations figure it out. Maybe they find a way to grow alongside their AIs, to maintain their curiosity and drive to explore. Maybe there are advanced civilizations out there that pass this test. Maybe they're the ones who make it to the stars. But if most civilizations fail this test, if most of them get stuck in their own little bubbles of AI managed comfort, then the universe would look exactly like what we see: empty, quiet, waiting. And we'd be next in line for the test. The question is, are we smart enough to pass it? Are we wise enough to create something more intelligent than ourselves without losing ourselves in the process? Or are we about to become another silent civilization, another cautionary tale that no one will ever hear? So, what does this mean for us, for humanity, for our future? First, it means we need to take AI alignment seriously, like really seriously. We're not just building tools anymore, we might be building our successors. If we get this wrong, if we create something that doesn't share our values or understand our goals, we might not get a second chance. But here's the thing: knowing about the great filter might be the key to surviving it. Maybe the civilizations that make it are the ones that see this coming, the ones that prepare, the ones that figure out how to grow alongside their artificial minds instead of being replaced by them. We need to maintain our curiosity, our drive to explore, our need to grow and challenge ourselves. We can't let convenience become complacency. We can't let AI solve all our problems for us. Because the day we stop solving problems ourselves, that might be the day we stop being human. We need to stay in the driver's seat. We need to make sure that when we create artificial general intelligence, it's a partner, not a replacement.
Maybe we can be the first civilization to pass this test. Maybe we can show the universe that intelligence doesn't have to destroy its creators. Maybe we can be the ones who make it to the stars. So there you have it. AI as the great filter. The reason why we might be alone in the universe. It's terrifying when you think about it. Every civilization reaching the same point, making the same choice, and stopping. But it's also kind of beautiful in a weird way. It means we're not just building technology, we're facing the ultimate test of intelligence. Will we pass it? Will we find a way to grow alongside our creations? Will we make it to the stars? I honestly don't know. But I know one thing: we're living through one of the most important moments in human history, maybe in cosmic history. And whatever happens next, it's going to be incredible. What do you think? Is AI the great filter? Are we about to find out why the universe is so quiet? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this existential crisis disguised as a YouTube video, smash that like button and subscribe for more ways to question everything you thought you knew about our place in the universe. Until next time, keep looking up, but maybe keep an eye on what we're building down here too.